Still checking if this is over now. All right, cool. I think that's it now. All right. Sorry guys, I was on the wrong screen. Testing some new things with Streamlabs OBS. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I went through a little spiel already, so I'm gonna go through it again. Right now, today I'm gonna be going over a lot of the different cards from the art museum. One thing that I really appreciated from Arbiter Blue. Arbiter Blue is a Reddit user who basically took pictures of everything at the museum. And one thing I wanted to do was kind of go through each of these pictures and kind of fix them up, because, you know, you can see a little glare line here, you can see light fixtures, you can see, you know, spotlights, stuff like that. With that in mind, it's more of this stream's more of a dedication to fixing these images and letting you appreciate the art behind it too, because at some point, once I get enough of these done and completed, I'm going to make them available to everyone. There's not going to be like a paywall or anything like that. I just really appreciated the artwork, but I just wish that, you know, there wasn't the glass that kind of shadowed it, and there was also the fact that there's the glare, the different environments, people behind you. So today, the last one I did was Craniumon. You can kind of see how I fixed it up and everything. Craniumon was really cool, to not gonna lie. There were some issues. You can still kind of see a little bit of the picture frame here, but it kind of meshed well with that background of the blocks and the rectangle. So this one, I could fix a little bit more. I'm just basically using a smudge technique to kind of get rid of it. And that's where, you know, I just come in here and I just go kind of smudge that away. Like so. And that basically corrects it, because it looks less like a picture frame now in that corner. There's a little lighting here so that you can kind of see, but I'm not going to go too far and try to fix all of them that way. But the overall general picture is what really looked cool. A few other ones I've done, and again, these will be made available to everyone once I've done a huge chunk of them. The main ones that I have completed at this point are going to be the really cool ones, like the Agumon here, with the Tamer Evo promo Agumon. This is a really cool one that I really enjoyed. I also have an Alphamon completed. I also have the Death Xmon. The Death Xmon really required minimally no changes at all, and really, I thought it was cool. There was also the Emperor Greymon. I fixed up a lot of these so far already. You've got Examon. Examon was the biggest amount of work and changes to do, because I really loved this artwork. I loved how it's really crystal clear, shows all the different Digimon, and actually magnifies the size of Examon. This bottom right hand corner had heavy glare, there were a lot of pictures, and in some instances some people, so this is predominantly what I'll be doing on stream today. But again, you can ask really any questions, kind of ask me about my experience with Nationals, because it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate Core TCG and also Bandai again for that opportunity, and I look forward to doing more if possible in the future. Yeah, so some of these there are a wide range of fixes that need to be made. Some of them weren't too bad. So in general, that's basically it for today's stream. If you want to chill and talk, cool. If you don't really have an interest in this because it's not really pertaining much to the card game, I also completely understand. I just know that there are some players who really enjoyed this artwork. I know I was really hoping that there was like a pamphlet or booklet that showed all the different artworks in person, so I could just kind of scan and have a high res of it. Unfortunately, they weren't selling anything like that. They didn't provide anything like that. So pictures is basically about all you could get. And that's it. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start with Deftmon. And Deftmon's going to be basically it. So I'm not going to go ahead and save those changes to the Craniumon. I can make them again later if need be. You can kind of see right now that what I've been doing is I basically have the original image here. You can see the glare here from the light fixtures. You can see the background here with a reflective of another picture frame. That's the Angemon from BT8. And for me, I'm kind of trying to clean all that up for you. With that in mind, though, I'm going to go ahead and just put the card back up. And, you know, the first thing I like to do with these is I just like to erase a bunch of the stuff so that I can get an easier time to overlay them on top of each other. And these pictures are huge, like the resolution size are huge. So for me, I will typically edit first. Yeah, I really wanted the museum artwork in there, but they weren't provided, which again, it would have been nice, but I completely get it. Like, I know that Bandai doesn't want to provide that type of swag for people. And that's basically it. You can already kind of see that I'm going to have to try to mesh these two together in some ways. So I'm basically getting rid of the border to provide a little border control. We're going to have to go bigger here. And I have 5 of these to do, and then after that I'm probably going to call it quits on the stream because it's a Friday. I kind of wanted to relax, and this is my way of relaxing. So yeah, this one's going to be hard here in this particular corner. But that being said, I'm just going to start resizing it to kind of get that image to magically fit in those parameters. It will take a little bit because it's going to probably be a little bit of a fit right here. And for me, I'm trying to basically match everything up. So you can kind of see that there is a slight deviation there. One way I can fix that is, I mean, honestly, it looks fine the way it is, the way I have it. And then from here, it's kind of just making sure that it all blends together. So I'm going to do that right now. This one's going to be a tough one here because we got some text in this corner here. But it's also cutting off right where the picture is. So on the bright side, we basically have this all like fixed up. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to try to basically adjust the brightness and contrast to kind of match it up. I kind of like that, to be honest. I'm a fan of the darker pictures too. Hey, KO Cards, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I know that there's a lot of discussion right now with the Ultimate Cup rules. I'm actually personally a fan of them. I don't really care about Dan SPX. Welcome to the stream. Thoughts on the Ultimate Cup testing the power of non-same color cards, i.e. Cool Boy, Death X, and Omnimons? I actually think it's a great concept because I really like jank ideas. I like also the fact that there's no like... It kind of puts everyone on an even playing field right now because everyone always just looks to Japan's lists and kind of uses them as the basis for our metas, which in some ways can work, but also I think that it also kind of takes the fun out of necessarily the deck building process because people assume that our formats will be the same. And right now I'm just kind of smudging to kind of get rid of that light fixture that was in there. You can kind of see there's a little white spot here. That is literally part of the card, I believe. So I just need to go back up here and erase that. Oops, wrong layer. And we're back to smudging. This is where, like, being on the wrong layer can suck sometimes. So that fixes up that light fixture there. So we all have a few more light fixtures to deal with. I'm trying to build Purple Cup, gotta win the winner Beelzemon. Yeah, I think the card looks cool. I don't like the winner text necessarily. I think the winner text looks awkward. You can kind of see here that that color doesn't match quite right. So I'll probably have to do a little bit of a blend here. And that kind of corrected it already, just like that. So we're good there. Gallantmon for the event seems good. I personally think that the best decks... Purple has a good chance because you can still run Beelstar and have a lot of security offense capabilities. With blue decks, I think you could do Melga. It's just going to be a little weird. But for Grandis players, like, you still have ways to go into Grandis. It's not a problem, necessarily. I took out that spotlight. smaller size here. Yeah, and I know this isn't my normal type of content that I do, but I do want to like show that I'm doing something to kind of help the community out too, because I'm gonna be real. Do you know anyone else who's trying to fix all these cards up and make them look nice for people? So I'm just gonna leave that there just because I'm gonna eventually cut that. We'll probably do 50 here. Probably this could go a little better. I think we want to go 100. Again, you can kind of, for me, I'm like seeing all the different spotlights in these pictures that I'm like, dang it, because I want to make them look as good as possible. So it's a little bit of a patience thing for me too. Because you can see that glare light right here. This is probably another picture frame, so I'm kind of just trying to smooth that out. It's a really tedious process though, so like I said, I understand if no one is going to watch this. Shifting some of that color around just to kind of blend it away. Because in the end, I'm just kind of hiding stuff, you know? Like these will be the main hard ones here, because you can see that that's clearly a door. And that's actually the border of the card, maybe? It might be. Hold on. Let's undo all that. We know that that's the picture frame right there. Just control Z real quick just to make sure I didn't do this wrong. We'll go ahead and come back up here and go ahead and cut out. Yeah, that was the border of the card. So that fixes a little bit of it, so we can just come up here and focus there. What about Alphamon for the cup? It could work. I honestly think that Alphamon has a shot to also do it. I think the issue becomes, can you find all your pieces in a timely fashion? You also lose access to X antibody still, and you don't have Cool Boys. So you're relying heavily on your Black Tamers to do stuff. Everything looks pretty good, I feel like. I still don't like this up here, but we'll just smudge it out of existence. The poop deck would be fine for Ultimate Cup. I think it could work too there as well. Like I said, I am not an expert at photo editing, so I'm just doing this to kind of improve it, I feel like, in some ways. We'll get rid of Angemon now, just so that Angemon is not appearing. This is the light. And we still have this to deal with. We might be able to multiply the stars a little bit, what looks like stars, to make it look natural, part of the picture. But yeah, you can't tell like there was a picture there now. Like less likely than what it was before. I'm just kind of smudging it out, like I said, out of existence. And then we still have a little bit right here that we have to kind of like fix. Okay. I mean, it depends on if you black base it or yellow base it. That's the big thing there. This looks slightly lopsided, so I'm going to probably use a straighten tool. Oh, hybrids will 100% make a return at Ultimate Cup. I guarantee it. I'd be surprised if they don't. Red hybrid has a lot of advantage, especially now with other cards like Yokomon that you can utilize. And that's one big advantage that they have to that. That looks a lot better right there. And we'll probably just go ahead and erase out there. And that's one correction that's basically done, because I don't really see any other issues with this picture. Like, I cleared up all the stuff that was happening here and there in that corner area. I guess that you can see a little bit of a picture frame here, so we'll go ahead and smudge that out too. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about that. You know, I think this looks good. I think we've accomplished what we wanted to with this one. If anything, we might bring it up a little bit just to kind of go in line with these rocks here. And there we go. Digimon is complete. I really think hybrids will definitely make a return. Come Ultimate Cups. I think green has a good advantage too because you have Angoramon, you have Tanimon that you can utilize for card draws. You can also use the Terriermons with the Tanimons in order to basically go memory +1 and also play a Tamer at the same time. Alright. Paste his new image. And overall, that looks a lot cleaner from what we had originally. So you don't see that picture frame anymore here or here in this corner. It is a little blotched out, but like I said, I'm an amateur when it comes to that kind of thing. But I think the picture looks a lot better than what it was before. Let me know or disagree in chat. Yes, you definitely lose out on the Omnimon finisher. That's one of the big ones. And it kind of sucks at the same time, but I think that you kind of have to deal with it. That's the problem. All right, let's up the challenge factor a little bit. There are some really easy ones that I picked out so far. I think this one's going to be a harder one because you have so much shine here. And you also have a lot of the picture frames here. While the card image may or may not help. That is so crystal clear. I love it. Luckily, I have to go down, which means the resolution is going to be pretty high. We'll do 100 at a time. And then we'll go ahead and erase all the other stuff. Yeah, losing the Omnimon is the big thing for most players. And that's the thing. A lot of decks don't have that finisher then if you take certain ones out. like I said, the unfortunate thing about this picture in particular is the text right here. Since the text is in the middle, that's what makes this harder to do. Also doesn't help that his ear is right here too, right by the Digivolve symbol. And we'll have a lot of corrections here for the fact that we have the glare right there. We have a spotlight right here. There was a lot of spotlight with this picture in particular, so. And then, of course, we have all this text here that will need to go. So, I'm just going to go ahead and erase the middle text out. And there's that picture frame there, too. So that's going to... Series of unfortunate events. Okay, and now the fun part, trying to match up the size. I don't use Photoshop, so if there is a simpler way to do this, I'm not using it. The other thing is I'm kind of just resizing and eyeballing it. I know there are some softwares out there that you can literally kind of just drag one corner and adjust the size you need to on it as you do it. For me, this is my little bit of trial and error kind of experiment of how I do things. But honestly, my trial and error kind of works for the most part. So there it is right there. So you can kind of, I've matched the image for the most part in the correct area. Now it's kind of just fixing it up. Like, see the glare here, see the glare here. This is where all the text is though. So like there, there's an R right here. Yep, okay. So I can't really fix anything else there. Like I said, this one's going to be a hard one to do because there's so much to fix in these areas. There's going to be a lot of areas that I'm going to have to basically wipe it together. In the meantime, now I'm just going to try to match the existing brightness contrast of the other image, and we'll see if I can get there. So just brightness contrast. Too dark there. Let's see. That's not terrible. Do I want to do that? Okay, I think we're gonna have to do that, and then we'll have to blend it a little awkwardly there. See if contrast can fix it. Contrasting goes really bright. That doesn't look terrible. I think we're gonna have to do that, and then we're gonna have to use a eraser brush to basically give a huge wave on it. Oops, wrong layer. Oh, the tail is literally like that. That is so unfortunate. All right. Oh, that's gonna be quite a correction right there. All right, we don't want that. We kind of like that. So that's blended a little bit better now. That's also blended better now. Okay. That is going to be the roughest corner I do. We'll see if I can actually fix that. Same with this over here, because I know that the ear's not quite lined up. It might have to be actually increased a little bit, or I might have to tilt the picture a little bit. Let's go ahead and tilt that picture. By the way, I did not draw any of these. Like I said, these are just pictures from the original card game. Okay. That actually worked a little bit. Okay, now I need to lift this up just a hair. There we go. Like I said, this one's going to be one of the hardest ones for me to do. Because I know right now that the cape isn't lined up quite right. It might be too small, if I'm honest. I might have to readjust the image size again. It was just perfect, too. Like, it was almost the right size. That looks good. Let's check the body parts now. That's not right. It might need to be 50 pixels smaller. Yeah, I think it needs to be 50 pixels smaller. So, probably... We're slightly bigger still. I think if we do it again, that'll work. When you have those lines to line up and then you have to line up this, it's rough. Well, I think this lines up better than the other one. So what do you think, chat? Do you think I should line up the Gallantmon, or do you think I should just erase the Gallantmon up here a little bit so that we have high quality Gallantmon? Oof. Oh, and then my wrist is acting up still. So much pain from wrists. Alright, we'll go ahead and just adjust, resize. Because I think we need to be... I don't know if we're... Maybe we make it bigger again. Not that big. That's way too many pixels. And keep in mind, when taking these pictures, they weren't perfectly flat. So there's a lot of adjustments to try to get that perfect curve to really be there. Maybe I could do that. No. This is where the frustrating part can be with this. I want that gallant one lined up first of all. Oh, that might be the problem. It should be about there, to be honest. Oh. And that cape just doesn't line up. That'll have to be a compromise right there. We're gonna have to use part of the other cape and kind of blend that in. Because this positioning is taking longer than I normally would like. But that does look a lot cleaner there. And I think it looks actually pretty decent here now too, so. Holy crap. It's that far off? Do I increase the size again? I think we just do that. That kind of fixes up the foot. Alright. Now the fun part. This tail is going to be really, really awful. I'm going to warn you now. Alright, we're going to go and try smudging this. This is going to be pretty funny to watch. Oh wait, wrong layer. Too much red. Okay. No, I don't like that one. You might be wondering why I'm doing that. It's basically to shift as much of it back out as possible. But that kind of blends it back in. So we lost one of the picture frames. Ah, crap. No! Okay, let's see if I can fix this part. I need to see if I can fix this band. Leg muscles look like that, right? Right? I think so. Nope. I can buy that. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'll accept it. You'll accept it, right, chat? Smudging, smudging. Get rid of that line. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Needs to be bigger. I think that's more believable now as a corner than it was before. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and just clear out this light. Oops, not there. I don't know what that light is right there. Crap. I'll go ahead and do this. Get rid of that weird light. And I think much focus. That's a water droplet. I think that's fine. I think we go big here. And I'm just bringing it all the way out there, so like I don't have to deal with the colors trying to like rebalancing themselves. This is going to be a mess. Let's see if I can fix this. Okay. We can leave that other claw. That claw looks fine, actually, to be honest. We'll do this. Damn it. Okay, so it looks like we do have to just go ahead and expose that claw. Okay. So this is basically the last corner piece that we need. This is gonna be fun. I think I can do this. Oops, wrong layer again. Nope, too big. 60, right? That glare right there is so bad. Okay. We know the paw of this. And yeah, I'm doing this all with a mouse. I think I prefer drawing with a mouse more than a stylus. I'm actually okay with that. Like, from where we started, this looks a lot better than where it was. Except here. I need to erase this extra tail. There's no good way about this one. What's my goal here? So we have a good fade right here to do. Right here. Now we need to get rid of this part here. This part's gonna be a little bit awkward to deal with because we'll reduce the fade by a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. Well, like I said, could be better. Oops. just go ahead and okay, so I'm gonna have to clone brush this and bring it up all the way up to here. Probably gonna have to fake this part a little bit too. We'll probably do... This is becoming a more problematic one in some ways. So if I can go erase, so that part's good. We'll need to clone brush this more. I think based on the color here, it should work. I've never had to do this much reconstruction before. We need to do a lighter fade in here. Oops. Too far of a gap. I need more of a gap right here to buffer that. Okay. That will basically cover it. I think I'm just going to cut it off right there, just so that I don't have to deal with reforming Guilmon's ear. Okay. Because now I'm going to use splotchy. Probably need to go 150 here. And we'll do a 10 fade. Don't want that there. It's too close. Oops, don't want to mess up that. Oops. Okay, that should fix that side, and then, like I said, we're gonna go 200 again and kind of fade that back in with that cape. There we go. So we fixed that white lighting here, basically fixed the lighting here, and then also adjusted here so that it didn't look as much like picture frames. And now from this point on, I'm going to just cut it right at that ear. We'll go about here. Wait, I want copy merge. Let's see how it looks copy merged. Doesn't look terrible. But yeah, that ear is hella jacked up. So let's try to fix that. I do want to try to incorporate the claw more because that gives you a better picture overall. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. We are on the right side, so didn't want to mess up the ear more, so we're probably gonna have to do it I'll do it very minutely. Probably. Okay. Well, we'll clip that ear just a smidge. But overall, I think that looks a little better. That one took a while. But again, we're going to go ahead and reduce, because the cape's right here, so we're going to just edge it. There you go. There. Actually, doesn't look terrible. And that should do it right there. Alright, cool. I don't see any other like glaring issues. I mean, you want to count the foot down here. Ah, no, I found another spot that needs to be fixed. Okay. Oops. Probably want one about 150. That looks better. Slightly. I think that should do it right there. And that'll be it for Digimon. So I'm just going to be working on these all night. Alright, we'll save that again. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. So we've done Duftmon, we've done Guilmon corrections, so now we're gonna jump ahead and try another one. I have a few of these done. This one was a little challenging. I think the ear could be better, but like I said, I'm not an expert at reconstructing. Let me save this as a PSP image in case I want to go back to it. Alright, we're going to do the Alt Art Metal Greymon next. I know a lot of people enjoy Metal Greymon in general because it is a really good card, you know, in Black War Greymon. So we're going to go ahead and just start there. Oops. So we're going to go ahead and drag this layer on. Ooh, neat. So there is quite a bit of stuff to connect here. Let's see if we can get this to magically fit. Alright, we gotta make you smaller, boy. Down, boy. 2,900. Let's start there. Oh yeah, too big. So we're gonna adjust image resize. Is that it? No, it's not it. Because this corner doesn't fit right still. That's getting there. We're getting to the right size. And that's how I kind of fixed that glare immediately, by doing that, because then I basically used the card image itself to basically fix it for me. Which is convenient that it was literally in this one spot. And then I basically erased the rest of it right there, just so that it evens out the color. And then you can kind of see I have to get rid of the Digimon here. You can see some of the spotlight issues here. And then overall, like, these two spotlights are basically all I need to do to correct this photo. Otherwise, it's pretty much good. We will go ahead and adjust the brightness contrast. Oh, wait. Wrong layer. Image, adjust, brightness and contrast. Perfect. Alright. Then I think what we need to do, I think that's it. I think that we just need to correct we need to basically eliminate these things and then we're good to go with this one. Don't want a clone brush. Probably clone brush would work better in this situation. Actually, no Alpha DTT. I'm basically correcting all the pictures from the museum. So basically, if you went to the museum and took pictures of like the artwork, you will have a hard time getting very clean images is the problem. So I'm just cleaning those up and basically make them available to people because I know people love these cards. Hey, what's up, DL Scrub? Welcome to the stream. To come back up here and I need to erase literally just a small piece of this. Just this line. Crap. There. Perfect. That's it. There's nothing else wrong with this picture from what I can tell. Everything else looks perfect. I'm actually not playing an Ultimate Cup. I missed signups, so I literally will not be playing because of that. Oh, no. Alright, I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna need to shift this drawing just a smidge. To line up there. Is it not lining up anywhere now is the question. Okay, so the frame lines up there, the frame lines up there, and we're good. Cool. In Latin America, we have online Ultimate Cups, the 12th, and the plan for many of my friends went out the window. Because of the fact that it's literally going to be the one monocolored cup. Or color, I should say. Alright, and that is it. I think I can do this? Yeah, perfecto. Copy merged. Paste as new image. And voila! Done! Cool. So I have a large repertoire of cards right now. Like I said, I think some of the favorite ones that people saw the other day from me, I've been basically doing this for some content creator friends, but My favorite right now has been Examon. Examon has been the coolest card to like just to like look at in terms of like everything. This is not the like fixed one. My fixed one is right here. So you can see the difference. So you see this glare right here, and then all the crap down here that's like all the pictures, and there's a reflection of a picture. I edited all that out, and this is the final result for it that looks pretty darn clean, in my opinion. So that is what I've been doing. I love this Metal Greymon. This Metal Greymon looks tight. Why did I say... This needs to be a JPEG. This is the PSP file. Indeed, Blackboard Greymon is not going to be very happy for a little bit. To be fair, you could still use Iron Mako. The problem is if you use Iron Mako, you commit to black, which isn't bad in its own ways, but at the same time, you lose a lot of the protection effects that you normally get with the black variant. That is the big thing. I think most people are upset that it's kind of a... They gave the warning, like, very last second, if that makes sense. Iron Mako is purple. Like, purple has actually a pretty good time for the fact that... What are they really afraid of at this point? They don't get a color splash. You don't get Three Musketeers necessarily, but you do get to play a pure purple Beelstar build. You can play Merva. Like, there's a lot of testing there. Oh, it'll be back. Alright, I did Duft. I did Metal Greymon. I did Guilmon. You know what? I got 2 more to do. So I'm going to just start with the War Gray. If it'll open? Question mark? Hello? There we go. Rip Reflection. Where is ST1? So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the existing card, basically erasing a lot of it out of existence. Though it's kind of funny that this one is like, yo, I'm like 90% flames. And then I'm using the original card as like the image to make it look better. Of course, I'm doing a lot of trial and error because you'd think I'd be better at Photoshop. You'd be wrong. You serious? This is too big? Okay, whatever. Image resize 30. We'll do baby steps. Image resize 56. I actually think this is too big. Yeah, this is too big. 36 for the last resize was too big. I think it needs to be resized just slightly up. In the meantime, I'm gonna erase this. All right, thank you, Alpha DT. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good weekend. I think I need to make this just a smidge bigger. Yeah, that was it. Let's look at how everything looks now. So we know that's going to be a little bit bigger. 40. Hey, Dominic Keeve, how are you doing? Honestly, I think that fixed it. So now we have to get rid of the glare. So we have glare, picture, and basically trying to meld this together over here. So we do that. I think we're going to have to use the clone brush this time. I think the clone brush makes it a little easier to do. We'll need to make it like 40 to 30 because I do not have enough working space in here. This is going to be a little harder. Again, we're just going to go ahead and use the smudge brush. Smudge brushing helps. And we'll just cut that out later, so that kind of fixes that glare on that side. I don't know how we're going to deal with this glare necessarily because there's a lot of glare on that side. And there's a light right here. So we're going to go ahead and just go here. Make this 500 and kind of blend that. Oops, wrong layer. Again. So this is the part where, what are we gonna do? I guess we're gonna have to use clone brush and kind of figure out how to do it. Here, oops. Nope, too big. So we need to go about 100. That's better. You know what? Clone brush saves the day every time. I'll probably do that, fix that, and we'll probably go ahead and just come up here and clean up this a little bit. It was! Hey DPP, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm kind of just fixing all the Nats art right now. You know, having that available for people when they want it, because honestly, there was a lot of gorgeous artwork that if you missed out on it, it kind of sucks, to be honest. Hey, that's awesome to hear. I hope you're having a good start to a weekend. I know a lot of us could use that, you know, rest, relaxation. Yeah, I'm just spot checking, looking for, like, you can clearly see, like, you know, there's a picture frame here. So I'm either smudging it out or basically clone brushing it out of existence. Oh, I need to stretch my wrist. Okay. You can still kind of see that picture frame right here, so we'll go ahead and try to... You know, I haven't played Digimon Digi-Battle in a long time. I kind of miss it, to be honest. This will be a clone brush moment. I'll probably go here and clone brush that out. I'll probably do here. Don't really like that. No, we do not. Kind of like that. I think that's fine. So that clears up that corner. And the picture frames are kind of, at that point, pretty well marked out. And remember, I'm just an amateur at this type of work. But hey, it looks better. Because now you have this, which was pretty bad originally. You had that streak going across. Now it's pretty much hidden. Now what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to use the smudged brush. Hey, have a good one. Thank you again for stopping by. Go ahead and extend these just to make it cleaner. And I think that will be it for that. I have a lot of these done. We'll do one more, and that will call it a night. I want to thank everyone again for stopping by on the stream. Also want to thank again Core and Bandai for, you know, really giving me that opportunity to, you know, commentate for Digimon, because I really love the card game. I love the direction it's going in, regardless whether people, you know, hate certain elements of it or not. For me personally, I just really liked that, you know, it wasn't necessarily restrictions, but they're coming with alternative formats, and that's the big thing for me. Where I think that, you know, when everyone plays the same format over and over again, it can get stale. I know that for BT11, people were kind of like, oh, we're gonna open a bunch of product, and then like that, it was just there and gone. So like, it didn't feel like there was anything else after Nationals, but now like with all these announcements, there's so much more to test for, and it could be fun. Like, I really think it could be fun. So, let's see. Transform. Oh boy, here we go. Color-wise, the color actually isn't terrible. We have a light fixture here. So before we begin, I'm gonna go ahead and erase out that stuff. Okay. We got Ganku with the Giga Chad legs now. We'll go ahead and make it 3,500. Start off. We know that our boy needs to be about that size, so that that's gonna be hard. Let's see if I can do this real quick. So let's go ahead and straighten this. Okay, cool. That looks a little bit better too. Okay, so now we will go ahead and start image resize 3,500. Image resize. Let's see if I can get there. That is actually really close to what we want. Let's compare the baby. Okay, I'm right on top of it. The dragon actually looks like it's perfectly cut. And then we just need to fix this side, and the heels here. And then we're pretty much good. Like, this is a lot easier than I thought it would be. We do need to adjust the contrast, so we're going to go ahead and adjust brightness contrast. Hot dang, that literally just popped more. And really matches with the existing color. We're just going to do that. Okay. And now we're going to... let's smudge. We might be able to clone brush here. But the smudge worked out here, so that's why I wanted to do that. Yep. That was easy on that one. So we basically just smudged out a light fixture. This, you can see clearly that there's a picture frame. I should also go ahead and get rid of... Oops. There's some text here that you can kind of see. Is that text? Oh, I'm still in smudge, that's why. I was so confused. And that is pretty much that. Oh, the dragon is slightly off. That'll fix it. Alright, we're good now, I think. That really pops. I like that. I really like that pop right there. So really, it's just this corner that needs to be fixed. But I need to go ahead and do this too. So we'll go ahead and smudge brush. That is pretty much good. And again, I'm just dragging it kind of out to kind of give it that. We need to use clone brush here. This will give me that same texture, grainy color. That's not what we wanted. I think we need... That'll cut that out, so we're pretty much good there. And then we do need to fix the coloring here. Oops. I think I need to blend that a little better, but this is where the smudge technique will really come in handy. Perfect. We can probably undo that one smudge right there. I think that's fine the way it is. That is a little bit of a glare shadow, so I guess we'll clone brush that. Alright, so we clone brush that. That looks weird for now, but don't worry. It'll probably clear itself up afterwards, because that's what smudging does. Because we're also going to cut the photo at that corner too. So it'll look a lot nicer, and then we'll just refill in the edges. I think we honestly want to do a bigger clone brush here in this area here where there's all the smoke. Because we can duplicate the haze and get rid of this stuff here. So we can go 300, I think. Oops. So that clears up the smoke here. Well, it makes the smoky effect less blocky, I guess, is the phrase I'm going for here. Then we should be able to finish this up here. We'll smudge it. I have no idea what this is. Guessing it's smoke. And then we just need to fix up the smoke here where there's clearly a picture frame. We'll just use clone brush to kind of smooth it over. I think that'll be it. And I think we'll do a quick blend, just so it's not all kind of like a pattern. I'm not gonna lie, I'm okay with this. Like, I think I'm good. I think that's it. I think that's it. Alright. So again, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. And I know it's your typical Friday, but do stay tuned for more content because I will be creating more Meta Monday episodes, Tactical Tuesdays, and I am going to be bringing forth some new What If series support that'll probably make this just really fun. Let me know your thoughts again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And I'll catch you guys next time. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.